What's going on? What's going on? Y'all already know what it is. It's TK the Poet. Y'all already know it, so you ain't got to quote it. And if I spoke it, you already know what that means. Y'all wrote it. We are here. We are finally here. 2026 playoffs. Poetry Life League. We had a long, vigorous season. 23 weeks, 6 months. We was here every week, dropping poems, dropping hits, dropping all that. But man, look, I just want to say shout out to all the poets that are participating in this league, the ones that's here, that's in the playoffs, that made it to a playoffs. Shout out to y'all because y'all endured this long season. A lot of poets couldn't stand up to the long season, but y'all endured it to the end. So shout out to y'all. It's gonna be a fire matches going on today. Man, I don't know if y'all been catching the promotion that's been going on all week about this playoffs, but man, it's been electrifying. Man, I can't wait. It's been 3 weeks since the season had ended until we came into the playoffs. So they had time to craft this material to give y'all the best what they have right now. We are in the playoffs. But before we get into the playoffs, I also wanted to share some words of encouragement for Ali Poetry. She was one of our poets. She passed before the season had started. She was part of the Red Dragons. And I want to pay homage to her because we dedicate this season to her. So shout out to her family, her children, everyone that loved her or was touched by her words and her poetry. I just want to give a moment of silence for Ali Poetry right now. Okay. We back at it. We back at it. I had some words that I had wrote for Ali Poetry that I'm gonna say right here. And shout out to Mama Tony. She been supporting Poetry Life League. That's Ali Poetry mom. So shout out to her and her family. And we're still praying for you daily. And we're gonna get into this. Today we gather in spirit and sorrow to honor one of our own, unforgettable, irreplaceable Ali Poetry, a pillar of Poetry Life League and a devoted wife, a loving mother, a soul that carried the weight of the world with grace and fire and wisdom. Allie wasn't just a poet, she was poetry in motion. Every word that she wrote had purpose. Every verse she had reflect her love, pain, joy, and truth that she carried inside. But her pen just didn't touch paper, it touched hearts. She had a way of seeing the world that made us pause and reflect and feel deeply. Her words made us feel better. Her spirit made us feel stronger. As a wife, she loved fiercely. With loyalty, laughter, tenderness, as a mother, she gave her children not only life guidance, but encouragement, an example of strength and compassion. And as a friend, a sister, a poet, she uplifted everyone who crossed her path. And there was something rare about her, a person that just you just didn't notice, you felt. And Alex was one of the original voices of the Red Dragons, and her poetry brought heat and honesty and healing to the mic every time she spoke. And she didn't write for fame, and she didn't perform for applause. She did it for because she had to, because the truth was more than that she just couldn't stay silent about. The loss hit different today. It cut deep. It's hard to find the words for someone like her to leave this earth, but not even Greek, but we remember Ali Poetry's story. And it's not over. Her legacy lives, her children and her husband and her poetry that she shared. And in every heart she moved. As we continue to speak her name, we will celebrate her art and we will honor her and love her and give her, the love that she deserves because she fought many faults. So we're going to let her light shine on this world. And even though her seat is empty, her presence never will be. So we want to give our love to Ali Poetry. We love you and you will always be missed, but you will never be forgotten. Ali Poetry. So I'm gonna give it up to Janaya. She gonna give us a Bible verse and she gonna lead us in prayer. Then we gonna go ahead and get into this Poetry Life League, and we gonna get it right. We're gonna bring up Janaya real quick. Janaya on fire. Janaya on fire. What's the word?
Hello. Red Dragons in the building. Rest in peace, Alley Poetry. So what I have today is Galatians 6 and 9. And let us not be weary and well-being, for in due season we shall repeat if we not faint. Bow your heads for me. Father God, I ask you right now, I want to say thank you for waking us up today. We could have been anywhere but here today, Lord. And I want you to bless all poets, everyone, even me, even though I'm not in the competition, still bless me so they won't be nervous and they deliver as well. In Jesus' name I pray. Amen.
Okay. And we are here. We are here, man. Look, thank you, Janai on fire, for the words of encouragement. And we're gonna go ahead and get into our first match. Our first match. Hold up. Let's go ahead and set the vibes right, man. Look, I need my music real quick, man. This is Poetry Life League, man. Hold up, man. We gotta set the vibes right, man. This is the playoff 2026 Poetry Life League. We in the building. Man, look, we're gonna go ahead and set the dinner table right, and we're gonna go ahead and get into this real quick. But before then, let me go ahead and drop this new commercial that we got for Poetry Life League for the playoffs. Go ahead and stay tuned. Let's get active.
Over 270 battles. We now have reached the pinnacle, the playoffs. 4 teams will be represented: Living Legends, Red Dragons, Diagnosis, and Bold Words. TK the Poet presents the Poetry Life League. K-Spaz.
So much I see to be aware, to be alive, but I'm not about this of God today. I'm lying for topics. I need to be alive, but
versus Also the Poet.
Hey, representing for Bold Words, my name is, and I am Also the Poet.
Righteous Soul.
And he held that candle tight on his way to his grave site, knowing damn well that road wasn't paved right.
Versus Lo the Goddess.
But my poems have claws. My poems wear gold hoops. My poems tell the truth without asking for an apology. My poems come from women who survived men like him.
Shorty Rock.
Keeping up with the Joneses is sad to let acid corrode the chains and brain. It's diabolical how fickle love is.
Versus Amazing the Problem.
and his love language of obscenities and blues still echoes loudly in my night, but the silence is deafening.
Dope Female.
Baby, my heart is gonna always be here for you, and I'm gonna love and respect you. You see, this here's my promise to you. But the one thing I will not do is to continue to be denied by you.
Versus Cinnamon Soul.
Your time was brief, but your impact the strongest Jamaican aromatic.
Serenity Speaks.
Woman, a curvy body, phenomenal woman, she possesses it phenomenally. She flips her hair at anyone who tries to destroy her confidence.
Versus God Indigo.
Most dudes ain't got heart like me, but I'm still a little nigga. Might got a big head and all, but I'm still a little nigga.
The Poet Without Apology.
Messages at the bottom of the bottle and all of that, but there's an honesty here that sometimes can't be spoken through sobriety.
Versus Lady Crucible.
If I'm breathing tomorrows. I ain't here to cuddle doubts. I came to shatter your sorrows.
TK the Poet presents Poetry Life League, the playoffs. Tune in this Sunday, live on Facebook at 5 p.m. Central Standard Time. Poetry Life League. We are here.
Okay, we are here. We are here. Testing 1 2 1 2. We finna go ahead and get into these dope matches real quick. Let's go ahead and bring up the poets real quick. Let's go. Okay. We got the poets in the building. Got the poets in the building. We got Oso and we got K Spaz in the building, man. Hold up one time, man. Look, are y'all ready for this? This is gonna be electrifying. Okay. Well, let's see. We get everybody in the building. We got Empress O in the building. Shout out to Empress O. Shout out to Jamie Miller. Shout out to Nathan in the building. Those are our judges for tonight. Man, shout out for y'all coming out here and doing y'all thing, man. Look, before we get into this, let's go to the judges real quick and let them introduce themselves real quick. Let's start with Jamie Miller. Jamie Miller, tell the people who you are, where you from, and what you do. Jamie Miller, are we here? Well, let's go to Nation.
What's goody? I'm down here in the
Tell the
state of
people
Illinois.
Tell the people who you are, where you from, and what you do.
What's goody, people? I'm Nation's Face. I'm down here in Illinois. I'm a poet, barber, Renaissance man. There's nothing I can't do.
Okay. Let's get into Empress O. Empress O, tell the people who you are, where you from, and what you do.
Good evening, good afternoon, and good night wherever you are. I am Empress O, also known as the Miss Poetry. I do spoken wellness as well as gardening, and you can catch me on Netflix if you need to. I'm here to bring the light and listen to the fire.
Okay. It's Empress O. Jamie Miller, tell the people who you are, where you from, and what you do.
I'm Jamie Miller, slam artist, spoken word artist out of Dallas, and I got a book coming out July 21st. So save the date on y'all calendars, man.
Okay. You know, yours truly, TK the Poet, man. I'm filling in until Cupcake get back in the building. We're gonna go ahead and get this show on the road and get this party started. Both Bold Word members in the building. Shout out to Bold Words in the building, man. Look, let's start with the Cap. Cap, tell the people who you are, where you from, and what you do.
Yo, I'm Spaz from the west side of Chicago. I'm a spoken word artist. Represent Bold Words, man.
Okay, Bold Words in the building. Oh, so the poet to my other side. Tell the people who you are, where you from, and what you do.
Hey everybody, it's Oso the Poet, also known as Ontario Smith, and coming straight out of Shreveport, Louisiana, representing my great state as well as my city. What I'm also God's child first. Then I'm a poet, and I just try to be a decent human being as well as an author. If you haven't been to Kindle on Amazon.com, please go and check out a poet, Words Defined by Time by yours truly, Ontario Smith. Thank you. Let's get with it.
Okay. It's time to get with it. It's time to get lit, man. Look, we are here. Man, we're gonna go with K Spaz. Man, look, heads or tails. What side of the coin do you want?
Tails.
Oh, it's in the air. It is heads. Also, who you want to go first?
I'll let the captain go first.
Okay. Captain. Hey, also chose for you to go first. So when we get to the next slide, you already know what to do. It's gonna be on you. Let's go. So before we get into this real quick, we got to talk about the prompts that they're going. Each poet in the first round have to write to these prompts, and we're gonna really dive deep inside, pause if necessary, into these poetry and see what they have in their mind and see what they came up with. So look, we're gonna go ahead and get to the next screen real quick. Okay, let's go ahead and bring the poets up.
Can y'all hear me? Because I cannot just hear him. I can't hear you, TK.
Okay, my bad. I was on mute. My bad. Can you hear me loud and clear? Can you hear me loud and clear? K-Spaz. Okay, we're waiting for K-Spaz to jump back in. Okay, K-Spaz, what's going on? Can you hear? We good?
Yeah, I hear you now. I hear you now.
Okay. So before we get into this poem, we had 2 prompts that we had to choose from. And what prompt did you go with?
I chose address the room as if you want to try.
Okay. And what made you go with that one besides the other one?
I just felt like I could resonate with it more. That's all.
Okay. Man, well, look, we're gonna go ahead and get into it real quick. Go ahead and give you the main screen and see how we gonna do this. Let's go. K-Spaz. When I drop off the screen, it's gonna be on you. Let's go and get active.
If you saying something, I can't hear you.
It's gonna be on you. Can you hear me?
I ain't the only one. Yeah, TK, something going on with you. We can't really hear you. It's like every time you switch the screen, your sound go out.
Okay.
But look, if y'all can hear me, just put in the comments and I'll go ahead and be able to run it.
Go ahead and go.
I don't want to take up too much time. So if y'all can hear me, just drop it in the comments. We can go ahead and get it started. And today we have Defended Spaz. Speak. They said they gonna try me for being a poet. I mean a spoken word artist. See, they said that when I speak my words with conviction, and they trying to fucking convict me, y'all. They trying to put me on trial because I embody poets poetically, charging me with poetic murder to the 2nd degree. I just stand my ground when tested. I ace metaphors. You can't have tonight's conversation with me if you spitting hyperboles all day. My lawyer became a pen and never lied on or to me, but it lies the truth right out. I am guilty for loving my verbiage and taking over stages, breaking pens next to being present on stage with my stage presence preceding me in victory. I am guilty of committing all these offenses under the influence, drunk and influenced. I mean, floored. I be at my best, Spaz, at the bottom of the bottle and in the face of those who love me on stage. This room, is a stage that I'm courting. Courtroom gonna go crazy. Courtroom going crazy because clearly Keno speaks for himself and he takes accountability. I said I'm guilty. But they only gonna sentence me to keep running on, period. I do this shit and I make it a crime of passion every fucking time. So I'm gonna get off the hook, a slap on the wrist, off the cables. Legal jargoning, it's not gonna be needed. I plead guilty for every fucking poetic charge. Oh, your honor, your honor. It's your honor to have me here pleading the case that I just laid and made easy. Now, prosecution, defend your fucking self. Thank you.
Okay. That was K Spaz trying to get with Oso. Where you at?
Right here with it, man.
Okay. We got Oso in the building.
Pleading for my life. That's the one I'm going with.
Okay. Well, whenever I jump off, it's gonna be on you. Let's go.
I thought life was to be lived to its fullest extent, not stagnate in a cage, pacing my days in constant repent. For this situation is not heaven sent, but hell bent on retribution without sensible latitude for proper intent. Society, this is for your mental. What the eyes see and the ears hear, the mind believes. For in this state, there's no such thing as judicial reprieve, only added occupants in these crowded cages of dealers, robbers, and thieves who far exceeded their talents. So society, I ask you, has it truly been beneficial to lock us up and throw away the key, or has it become just another diabolical economical catastrophe? For history repeats itself, not opportunity. And today, the mass majorities will agree that dying in captivity is a thing of history, and not in conjunction with the denoted ideologies that the necessity to the remedy is by continuing sacrificing lives to the penitentiary, merely out of judicial haste. So as these tears run down my face, it's my pride that maintains my hands by my waist. For Lord knows I'm tired, and at times I wish I died, but I've been inspired to change the course of time by implementing the spirit of unity in this segregated community and unconscious atmosphere. For I should not be one to die here. I should not be one to die here is a personal anthem that vibrates through my spirit on a daily basis. For by looking through ambitious eyes only to see those who despise what I strive to accomplish. So with contemplated thoughts, I ask myself, what must it take for them to embrace the gem of consciousness? That their present state of stagnation has been predestined, manipulated through legislation. Indeed, the situation is heartaching to the point of self-degradation, broken spirits, and no faith and the possibility of future emancipation. I should not be one to die here is a personal dedication to those who lost their lives, striving to tear down these judicial walls, only to appall the barons who dropped the ball. I should not be one to die here is an altar call for y'all to adhere. Now, I hope you dig and picked up on what also the poet has just kicked in your ear. But just know that I should not be one to die here. Poem.
Okay. That's Oso in the building. Oso in the building. We're gonna go ahead and jump to the next screen and get with the judges and see what they have to say. Let's go. Okay. We here. We live in effect. Okay. So look, I think some of the technical issues that we are having for me jumping the screen. So for right now, we're gonna stay on this page for the entirety of the matches, so we won't have any more conflict. So Empress O, Jamie Miller, Nations, are we here?
We are here.
Okay. Okay, we got Cupcake back in the building. Okay. So was everyone able to hear both poets?
Yes.
Okay. Look, we're gonna go ahead and get into the scores real quick. I'm gonna start with Nation. Nation, tell the people who you are, where you from, and what you do one more time for the people that didn't hear. Hello, Nation, are we there?
I'm still here.
Okay, yeah. So we're gonna go ahead and jump into it. Tell the people where you're from again, for the people that didn't get to hear you the first time.
Yeah, my name's Nation's Face. I'm in Illinois, Chicago bred. I'm a poet, barber, spoken word artist, Renaissance man.
Okay. We're gonna start with K Spaz. You have any words for him, or you want to jump right into the scoring?
Owen was dope. We can jump right into the scores.
Okay. So what do you have for penmanship?
Penmanship, I give him a 4.3.
For impact?
Impact, I give him a 4.2.
For believability?
I give him a 3.9.
And for substance?
I give him a 4.7.
And for delivery?
I give him a 4.5.
Okay. Let's add the points up and see what he have. Let's see. My scorekeeper, Shorty Rock in the building. Shout out to Shorty Rock in the building. Multitasking. Let's go ahead and add these points up and see what your total score is. Okay, so your total score come out to be 21.6. Let's go ahead and go with Empress O. Empress O, tell the people one more time who you are, where you from, and what you do, and we're going to get to it.
One more again, this is Empress O, also known as Poet of Praise and the Miss Poetry. I'm coming to you. This is Cali, Texan, currently down south. I do spoken wellness, which is home health care with a twist. I am on Netflix. You can catch me on Mo Season 2. And, of course, I'm here with you, always ready for that fire while I bring the light.
Okay. We're going to start with K Spaz. Empress O, you have any words for K Spaz, or you want to jump right into the scoring?
Yes, I do, K Spaz. I hear you. I feel your frustrations loud and clear, and I hope that those things are remedied by your pen and your perspective in this world. I thought your words, of course, you are a wordsmith, but you were heavy on the cussing, and I know that's your prerogative, but for my own personal taste, I had to knock you down a few points, so I gave you a 4.2.
Okay. Well, we're gonna go through all the categories, and we're gonna see
My bad,
exactly.
yes, sir.
What is the total score? Okay, so we're gonna go with penmanship. What do you have for penmanship?
For penmanship, I gave him a 4.
Okay. What do you have for impact?
For impact, I gave it 3.5.
A 3.5. Okay, what do you have for believability?
Believability, I gave him a 5.
And for substance,
For substance, I gave him a 3.
and for delivery,
Delivery, I gave him a 4.
and that's a total score of 19.5. Okay, let's go ahead and jump to Oso the poet. Any words for Oso?
Also, if I'm not mistaken, it's the first time I've heard you, and I thought your piece was dope. Keep doing what you do.
Okay. Let's go ahead and get into the scores with Oso and Nation. I'm gonna come back with you because I kind of skipped Oso part with you. So after I'm done with Empress, we're gonna jump back and get your scores with Oso.
Okay, who said? Somebody said they can't hear you.
Oh, Jamie Miller, go out and come. Well, I'm gonna kick him out and see if you can come back in. Okay. Okay, let's get this right. Let's bring them back. Okay. Empress in the building. Okay, Empress, we're gonna go with Oso with the points. What do you have for penmanship?
5.
What do you have for impact?
5.
What do you have for believability?
5 across the board.
You gave them 5 across the board. Okay, that is 25 from Empress O. Okay. Let's go ahead and go back to Nation. Nation, are you there? Nation, 1 2 1 2. Nation, are you there? 1 2 1 2. Okay, we wait for Nation to get back, jump back. Okay. Hey, Nation, we are here. Man, my bad. I forgot to get your points for the last one.
All right.
So let's go ahead and jump to Oso. You have any words for Oso, or do you want to jump right into the scoring?
We can jump right into the scoring.
Okay, what do you have for penmanship?
Penmanship, I give him a 4.
Okay, what do you have for impact?
Impact, I give him a 3.7.
Okay, what do you have for believability?
I give him a 4.5.
Okay, for substance?
I give him a 4.3.
And what do you have for delivery?
I give him a 4.7.
And that is a total score of 21.2. 21.2. Okay. Now I'm gonna go ahead and give my points or what I had. So with me, I went for K-Spaz. K-Spaz, the poem was fire. Hey, when you said that you was gonna bring some heat, you brought some heat. But there's some little things that I didn't like about it. But we go ahead and get into it. Let me go ahead and jump into the score. For penmanship, I gave you a 4.2. For impact, I gave you a 3.4. For believability, I gave you a 4.1. For substance, I gave you a 4.3. And for delivery, I gave you a 4.8 with a total score of 25.8. What 20 23.8, 23.8. And let's go ahead and get with the last judge. Okay, let's get with the last judge and see what he has to say. But until then, look, let me go ahead and play this video while I get in touch with the last judge. Sorry for the inconvenience. We're gonna get this right, and we're gonna come back after this commercial.
Diagnosis and bold words. TK the Poet presents the Poetry Life League. K Spaz.
So much that I see to be aware, to be alive, to unlearn, to unlearn my relationship with God today. I've learned from others. I need to be alive, but
Versus Also the Poet.
Representing for bold words, my name is and I am also the poet.
Righteous Soul.
And he held that candle tight on his way to his grave site, knowing damn well that road
What
wasn't
name?
paved
We ain't
right.
finished with it.
Versus Lo the Goddess.
But my poems have
I know.
claws.
I'm trying to.
My
People
poems wear
texting me and
gold
calling
hoops.
me,
My
and I'm
poems tell
trying
the
to
truth
look.
without asking for an apology. My poems come from women
It's
who
hectic right now.
survive men
I
like
got
him.
you. I got you.
Shorty Rock.
Keeping up with the Joneses is sadly let acid corrode the chains and brain. It's diabolical how fickle love is.
Versus Amazing the Problem.
And his love language of obscenities and blues still echoes loudly in my night, but the silence is deafening.
Dope Female.
Baby, my heart is gonna always be here for you, and I'm gonna love, honor, respect you. You see, this here's my promise to you. But the one thing I will not do is to continue to be denied by you.
Versus Cinnamon Soul.
Your time was brief,
Hey,
but
did you
your
get both of the
impact
poems?
the strongest Jamaican aromatic.
Serenity Speaks.
Woman, a curvy body, phenomenal woman, she possesses it phenomenally. She flips her hair at anyone who tries to destroy her confidence.
Versus
Okay, yeah, I got
Dog
you.
and You.
Most dudes ain't
So,
got heart like me, but I'm
alright.
still a little nigga. Might got a big head and all, but I'm still a little nigga.
The Poet Without Apology.
Messages at the bottom of the bottle and all of that, but there's an honesty here that sometimes can't be spoken through sobriety.
Versus Lady Crucible.
If I'm breathing tomorrows. I ain't here to cuddle doubts. I came to shatter your sorrows.
TK the Poet presents Poetry Life League, the playoffs. Tune in this Sunday, live on Facebook at 5 p.m. Central Standard Time. Poetry Life League. We are
Okay, we back live. We back live. My apologies. My apologies. Let's go ahead and start off where we left off. We was giving Oso the poet his scores, and I forgot to give my scores. So let me go ahead and give you my scores and give him his total and what he came out with. So my score came out to be 22.9, 22.9, 22.9. Okay, we are here. We are here. Okay, so let's go ahead and add these points up. What's the name? We still need one judge vote. So until then, look, we're gonna have to go to the next match. And when we get the judge vote, we're gonna have to come back in. I'm gonna have to tell y'all what's the points is until I can get that judge back, because the other judge didn't get to hear y'all go. So we're gonna have to revisit this a little bit later on to the show, probably towards the end, and we're gonna go ahead and give y'all points. I'm gonna bring y'all back up, and we're gonna go with the last with the last judge score. So right now, thank you for your time. Give us a little time so we can get that worked out, and we're gonna give you your points. So we're gonna go to the next. We're gonna go to the next. The next one we have is Load of Goddess versus Righteous Soul. Righteous Soul.
Testing.
Okay, we are here.
Okay, can you hear me, TK?
We can hear you. Judges, we got Cupcake, we got Empress O, and we have Nation in the building. And I think we have a little difficulty every time I switch screens. People getting muted, people can't hear. So we're gonna have to stay on this screen just for the screen wise, and we're gonna have to get active, man. Load of Goddess, Righteous Soul, Living Legend, bold words in the building, man. Look, thank y'all for being patient with me, man. Look, we have to laugh sometimes because I feel like crying, but sometimes you gotta laugh through this. But we are here, man. Look, we got the judges in the building. Look, Living Legends, go ahead, introduce yourself, tell the people who you are, where you from, and I already said the team, so go ahead, go off.
Hello, everyone. It's your girl, Righteous Soul. I am from Moscow, but I reside in Memphis, Tennessee. Of course, I'm repping those Living Legends today.
Okay. Other poet, go ahead and tell the people who you are, where you from, and what team you represent.
What's up, y'all? I'm Love the Goddess. I'm from Chicago, Illinois, and I am representing those bold words.
Okay, bold words in the building. Look, we're gonna go ahead into the coin toss and see which one of y'all poets gonna go first. Let me see. Righteous Soul, we're gonna rock with you. Heads or tails? What side of the coin do you want?
Tails, please.
Oh, it is heads. Load of Goddess. Who you want to go first?
Righteous can go first.
Righteous Soul, you know what it is. It's gonna be on you. Hey, before we get into your round, what topic did you choose?
I put the one about being on trial, if I were on trial, and the title of my poem is Your Honor. I put it in the chat as well.
Okay, Your Honor. Well, it's on you. Let's go.
Are you gonna do the thing where you put it on the screen or no?
Oh no, I'm not gonna do that. No.
I, Righteous Soul, promise to tell the whole truth and nothing but the truth, so help me God. And if I break down in the middle of this testimony, then let me sob. I'm glad to be in the land of the living, though half of us are still dead, hungry for the truth, but eating on stale bread. When all is said and done, nothing was still said. It's like we're here today and gone tomorrow, leaving nothing but tears shed. So, Your Honor, I got problems way bigger than this goal. I keep falling for hoes who got holes. And Cashmere told me about the ones who got holes. They're easy to fall in love with because they got goals, but they're full of broken pieces. They not whole. They think they're all God's gift because he breaks molds. But I can barely escape that last one with my soul. And people don't know what it's like to be me, Your Honor. I'm one hell of a soul, even on those heaven-sent days. And no offense, but you have no idea what it's like to be a threat to people you're not even threatening. They hate that other people like you, and you can't let them in your circle for fear of what they might do. But it's dangerous when they've already infiltrated. They mirror how you work, how you give, how you hurt, how you live, how you smile and cry too. But they fail to realize that they could never truly imitate it, because a true reflection requires two things: a mirror and you to be present. And they've lost that privilege. They fumbled, neglected, and had a first chance, but second guessed it. And Your Honor, they poke the bear and then they stare at you. And you know what they say: if they can't kill you, they just try to assassinate your character. And at times, I want to verbally strike them with my rod. And those people, they don't step out of character for real. They really step out of facade. So excuse me if my smile doesn't linger when they positively mention me. I don't even realize I'm rubbing them the wrong way until I touch where that tension be. I would invite some witnesses to the stand, but like that load of laundry that keeps piling up, they all fold eventually. I got trust issues and I cry every now and then, so I tuck tissue. Your Honor, even when I don't know where I'm going, I press start. And since I can't go anywhere pressing gas and brake at the same time, I learned just to park. And since I got to be judged by him anyway, I'm learning to just give all my problems to God. Your big problems, you know, kill two birds with the one revolver. And because my true purpose is to be a dope female with a righteous soul, but as far as righteous goes, Your Honor, I'm guilty as charged. And I'd still rather be judged by 12 than carried by 6, I suppose. Since God said he'd fight my battle when they go low, I go to the Most High. So I didn't come here to open a case that's closed. So case closed. Thank you.
Okay, that was Righteous Soul, Loaded Goddess. Tell us the title of your poem and which prompt that you chose to go with.
So the title of my piece is The Sound of Freedom versus the World, and I actually did both prompts.
Okay, go off, go off, go off. Loaded Goddess, you know what to do. It's on you. Let's go.
Little girl, with the loud laugh and the notebook tucked under your pillow like a secret you're not ready to defend just yet. Come here. Sit still. Let me braid this truth tight against your scalp so it does not slip. When the world gets loud, because one day, bailiff says, all rise, and the room will stand. Not for justice, but for spectacle. You will sit at the defense table of your own becoming. Back straight, chin leveled, your name said correctly for once, L'Oreal. Let the record show you've always answered to it. Even when they tried to shorten you, soften you, rename you to something easier to swallow, the charges will sound familiar. Too ambitious, too loud, too emotional, too much. And apparently the crime is existing at full volume. Too soft to survive, too strong to love gently. And somewhere inside you, that little girl is still wondering, did I do something wrong by being bright? Listen carefully. They will clap for you when you are impressive. They will stand when you are exceptional. But when you're honest, when you're messy, tired, unsure, watch how the room shifts. Don't confuse applause with love. One is volume and the other is shelter. Exhibit A, the girl who learned applause before she learned rest, who studied faces like textbook, who read rooms before she ever felt safe in one. Exhibit B, every smile used like damage control, every joke stitched over a wound that never got the permission to bleed in public. Exhibit C, the hunger, the loneliness dressed up as an ambition, the pen that refuses parole, the prosecutor circles. Isn't it true? You perform strength like it's mandatory. Yes. Isn't it true? You build empires to avoid feeling small. Sometimes. Isn't it true? You need to be needed. Objection. Sustained by my own breath, because hear me clearly, little girl. You cannot earn love by bleeding for it. They will hand you a script. Be strong, be nice, be grateful, be smaller, be easier to carry. They will praise you for being convenient. But do not shrink to fit the hands that never planned on holding you gently. You will fall in love with potential, with almost the idea of being chosen. But being chosen isn't the same as being cherished. So when the courtroom was opinions leading forward, waiting on your shame, stand, not innocent, not guilty, human. Confess this instead. I've chased validation like oxygen in a sealed room. I've confused achievement for affection. I've handed out pieces of myself like party favors, hoping someone would stay long enough to keep just one. But let the record show this too. I healed in public. I loved without a leash. I built something from the ashes and dared to call it mine. That maze they gave you with no map was practice. It taught you walls. It taught you doors. It taught you how to leave without asking for permission. You are not too much. You are not late. You are not difficult to love. You are loud because silence has never saved you. So here's the closing statement. Somewhere between the accusations and the evidence, I realized something. The wrong person is on trial. I am not on trial for wanting more than crumbs. I am not guilty of surviving creatively. If loving deeply is a crime, I did it. If dreaming loudly is a crime, I did it. If refusing to shrink makes me dangerous, then let the record show this. I plead guilty to becoming myself. Then let the verdict read this as well. She stood, she spoke, she chose herself. No more shrinking, no more asking for permission to exist in full volume. Her freedom does not whisper. It kicks the doors open. It sounds like her laugh, big, bright, and unafraid of the room. Court is adjourned. I walked out, not forgiven, not approved, unowned. And that sound is a sound that the world never rehearsed for. And that's that peace.
Okay, Lord of God is in the building. Okay. Right to soul, living legend, bold words in the building. Man, we are here, man. Look, it's time to get to the judges and see what the judges got to say about this. Because look, y'all did a thing right now. Look, fire. Look, I'm gonna start with Nation.
Yes, sir.
What you got to say about both of these amazing poets?
Man, ladies, y'all ate that. Y'all ate that.
Hey, most definitely, man. Look, we're gonna start with Right to Soul. You have any words for her? You want to jump right into the score?
We're gonna jump right into the score.
Okay. Let's get to it.
I'm sorry, I can't hear him. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay. She couldn't hear you. She finna jump back in. But let's go ahead and get to these scores real quick. Okay, let me add her back up real quick.
Can you hear me now?
Yes, I'm sorry. I can hear you now. I apologize.
No apology needed. No apology needed.
Look, we are here. So we're gonna start with Right to Soul. Nation, what do you have for a penmanship?
I give 4.3.
4.3. What do you have for impact?
I give 4.
What do you have for believability?
I give 4.3.
What do you have for substance?
I give 4.8.
And what do you have for delivery?
I give 4.3.
And that's a total score of 21.7. Okay, and 4.3. Okay, let's go ahead and jump with Loaded Goddess. Any words for her? Or you want to jump right into the score?
Right into the score.
Okay, what do you have for penmanship?
I give 4.7.
What do you have for impact?
Give 5.
What do you have for believability?
I give 4.6.
What do you give her for substance?
I give her a 4.8.
And what about delivery?
I give her a 5.
Okay. And that is a total score of 24.1. 24.1. Appreciate you, Nathan. Let's go ahead and jump with Empress O. Empress O. What do you have
Yes,
to say
sir.
about these two amazing poets?
They were exactly that. So amazing. And I basically thought it was totally dope how, you all are having the dual subjects. So that makes it all the more intriguing. Wow. You guys just have my little creative juices flowing even while multitasking. Keep it up, ladies. Kudos.
Okay, we're gonna start with Righteous Soul. You have any words particular for her, or you want to jump into the score?
For Righteous Soul, like I said, it was shared sentiment for you both. Both of you ladies, I always enjoy hearing you, and we can jump into it.
Okay, what do you have for? We're starting with Righteous Soul. So, what do you have for penmanship?
For penmanship, I gave her a 5.
Okay, what do you have for impact?
For impact, I gave her a 5.
What do you have for believability?
I gave her a 5.
And what about substance?
I gave her a 5.
And delivery?
5.
Okay. That is a 25 from Empress O. Let's go with Loda Goddess. Loda, what do you have any words for her? You want to jump right into the score?
I want to jump in. That message was for her as well from what I shared. And yes, we can jump into the score.
Okay. What do you have for penmanship?
I gave her a 5.
Okay. What do you have for impact?
5.
For believability?
Definitely a 5.
For substance?
A 5.
And for delivery?
5.
And that is a 25 from Empress O. Shout out to you. Let's go ahead and jump with Cupcake. Cupcake, what's going on?
Peace and blessings, everyone. It's your girl Cupcake, stand-up comedian, a strong Black mother, and a survivor of child abuse and domestic violence. Let's go.
Okay, let's go. We're gonna start with Righteous Soul. Any words for her, or you want to jump into the score?
I loved it. I felt like he was telling my story and my business.
And the
Beautiful
business.
piece. Beautiful piece.
Okay. Look, let's go ahead and jump to the scores. What do you have for penmanship?
5.
What do you have for impact?
A 5.
What do you have for believability?
A 5.
For substance?
A 5.
And for delivery?
Chad Ochocinco. Oh, that's a 5, ain't it?
Okay, that's a 5. Shout out to the football reference. That's 25 for Cupcake. Let's go with Loda Goddess. Any words for her? You want to jump into the score?
Lo, I thought your piece was amazing. I'm on the call. Take it easy.
My bad.
I apologize,
You're
y'all. The piece was amazing. It was beautiful. Very, very relatable. Yes.
Okay. So let's go straight into the numbers. What do you have for penmanship?
A 5.
For impact?
4.5.
Okay, 4.5. What do you have for believability?
A 4.3.
And what do you have for substance?
4.7.
And what do you have for delivery?
A 4.5 with a total score of 23.
Okay. 23 in the building. Okay. Now, Cupcake, can you give me a great introduction for the people out there that don't know who I am?
Absolutely. Coming to the mic, coming to the stage.
Hey, yo.
Our main dude, TK in the building. Tell us who you don't do. What you're not gonna do is that. I apologize, y'all. Stop.
Hey, I'll allow it. I'll allow it. I'll allow it.
Yeah, you got a fan in the building that's to tell the other people that don't really know you who you are and what you do.
Hey, man, look. Sorry if I didn't introduce myself in the beginning of this, man, but it's TK the Poet. You already know, so you ain't got to quote it. And if I spoke it, you already know what to mean. Y'all wrote it. Man, look, both of y'all gave great, amazing pieces. Righteous Soul, Wordplay, Loaded Goddess. You was on the level. You was on the level. But I want to go ahead and get into these scores real quick. And
Ain't I supposed to do that part too?
Yeah, go ahead and run it down for me.
Okay, TK, you got any words for the poets, or you want to get right into the scores?
I'm gonna go with Righteous Soul first, but we're gonna get into the scores real quick.
Okay, so for Righteous Soul, my bad. Please forgive me, sis. What do you have for penmanship?
Penmanship, I gave her a 4.3.
Impact,
I gave her a 4.3.
Delivery,
I gave her a 4.3.
Believability,
Hold on. Wrong scores. My bad. I'm looking at the wrong scores. My bad. Can we run that again? Because I did not give the right scores. My bad. Because I'm looking at somebody else. I'm telling you somebody else scores. I'm lying. Sorry. Can we start back over? My bad.
Put your glasses on, Papa.
I do need them. I ain't gonna hold you.
Now this is Righteous Soul, okay?
Righteous Soul. My bad.
Penmanship.
I gave her a 4.4.
Impact,
I gave her a 4.6.
Okay, hold on. Delivery,
I gave her a 4.6.
Believability,
I gave it a 4.2.
and last but not least, substance.
I gave it a 4.4.
With a total score of 22.2.
Okay. Let's go ahead and jump to Loaded Goddess.
Loaded Goddess, you got any words for the beautiful poet, or you want to jump right into these scores?
Look, I love that poem. I'm not gonna.
Everything okay? We can't hear you, TK, if you're talking.
No, I was trying to correct some little kids real quick, but Loaded Goddess, man, look, fire. I ain't gonna hold you. You did a thing today, man. Look, let's go ahead and get into the scores.
Penmanship,
I gave her a 4.8.
Impact,
I gave her a 4.8.
Delivery,
I gave her a 4.9.
Believability,
I gave her a 4.7.
and last but not least, substance.
And substance, I gave her a 4.8.
Which is a 24.
24. Okay. So let's go ahead and add these points up and see who came away with the dub today. Let me go ahead and play some little music, while we add these scores up and see who came away with the win.
I was about to do.
Okay. We got the scores. We are in. So look, Let's go ahead and add these up. Okay, so boom, we're gonna go with Right to Soul. Nation gave you let me look. I need some glasses. I ain't gonna look. Gave you look. Nation gave you a 21.7. Cupcake gave you a 25. Empress O gave you a 25. TK the Poet gave you a 22.2. And Loaded God, and that score came out to be a 93.9. Let's go with Loaded Goddess. TK gave you a 24. Nation gave you a 24.1. Cupcake gave you a 25, and Empress O gave you a 25 with a total score of 98.1. 98.1. My bad. Let me get your score right. I don't want no smoke. Hey, Loaded God is coming with the dub today, man. Shout out to you. Shout out to Right to Soul. Man, y'all have any words?
I just want to say shout out to Righteous. Girl, I've been practicing this because I knew I had to come heavy when I was coming against you. I'm like, Righteous don't be playing, boy. And I know you was gonna take it. I'm like, okay, I gotta make sure. I don't know if you see it, but I was like, how many times editing a piece obsession if before I realized that I need to stop editing it. If I leave it alone, I'm like, no, because Righteous, I'm going against Righteous. I got to make sure I'm right. So just shout out to you. It definitely was a battle, and as much love and respect over here for you. So
thank you. Same thing to you. Congratulations on that W.
Look, we show love around here. That's what poetry about. Poetry by showing love, elevating the game. And shout out to both of y'all amazing poets. Y'all came out and did a thing. Righteous Soul, Living Legends, Loaded Goddess, Bold Words in the building, man. Y'all already know what's going on. We got a next match coming up next, man. Look, we're going to play the little commercial real quick while we get the thing set up. And hey, man, shout out to both of y'all. Let's get active. Okay. Now look, we have Spitfire and we have Poet at Apology. Okay. We're gonna get it started right after this commercial break. Let's get active.
In 3 weeks of competition, over 270 battles, we now have reached the pinnacle, the playoffs. 4 teams will be represented: Living Legends, Red Dragons, Diagnosis, and Bold Words. TK the Poet presents the Poetry Life League. K-Spaz.
So much shine, seek to be aware, to be alive, to unwind. We got a line of my relationship with God today. I'm lying from others. I need to be alive, but
Versus Also the Poet.
Hey, representing for Bold Words, my name is, and I am Also the Poet.
Righteous Soul.
And he held that candle tight on his way to his grave site, knowing damn well that road wasn't paved right.
Versus Loaded Goddess.
but my poems have claws. My poems wear gold hoops. My poems tell the truth without asking for an apology. My poems come from women who survived men like him.
Shorty Rock.
Keeping up with the Joneses is sadly let acid corrode the chains and brain. It's diabolical how fickle love is.
Versus Amazing the Problem.
And his love language of obscenities and blues still echoes loudly in my night, but the silence is deafening.
Dope Female.
Baby, my heart is gonna always be here for you, and I'm gonna love, honey, respect you. You see, this here's my promise to you. But the one thing I will not do is to continue to be denied by you.
Versus Cinnamon Soul.
Your time was brief, but your impact the strongest, Jamaican aromatic.
Serenity Speaks.
Woman, a curvy body, phenomenal woman, she possesses it phenomenally. She flips her hair at anyone who tries to destroy her confidence.
Versus God Indigo.
Most dudes ain't got heart like me, but I'm still a little nigga. Might got a big head and all, but I'm still a little nigga.
The Poet Without Apology.
Messages at the bottom of the bottle and all of that, but there's an honesty here that sometimes can't be spoken through sobriety.
Versus Lady Crucible.
I'm breathing tomorrows. I ain't here to cuddle doubts. I came to shatter your sorrows.
TK the Poet presents Poetry Life League, the playoffs. Tune in this Sunday, live on Facebook at 5 p.m. Central Standard Time. Poetry Life League. We are here.
Okay. Let's get this set up right and let's get active. Okay. We back at it. I'm adding up the judges right now, putting them back on the panel. And let's getting active. Okay, so Poet on my right. Well, I don't know which one is on my right. Let's go with both of y'all red dragons, man. Both of y'all here, man. Lady Crucible, Spitfire, Poet That Apology, man. Y'all here. We in the playoff, man. It's trying to get electrified. Poet That Apology. Tell the people who you are, where you're from, and what you do.
I am Poet Without Apology. I am living in Akron, Ohio, and I am representing the Red Dragons.
Okay, Spitfire. Tell the people who you are, where you're from, and what team you represent.
Hey, I'm Spitfire the Poet, aka the Mistress of Mayhem, representing who? Them Red Dragons. But as I'm representing them Red Dragons, I want y'all to see this right here. Represent this number right here. That 6-7 stands for who?
Alley Poetry.
Alley Poetry, baby. Red Dragons in the motherfucking building.
Okay, man. Shout out to Alley Poetry, our fallen angel, that was part of the Red Dragon. Shout out to her. We dedicate this season to her. Shout out to Mama Tony, she's watching. Shout out to our whole family. And you know, we got to keep in mind what we do this for. So we made 23 weeks, 23 matches for each poet, and we are finally here at the first playoff Poetry Life League. Man, look, we finna go ahead and get into it, man. Poet Without Apology. What side of the coin do you want? Heads or tails?
We're going to go with tails.
Okay. Let me go ahead and flip the coin. It is tails. Who you want to go first?
I'm going to let Lady Crucible Spitfire go first.
Okay, Lady Crucible Spitfire, you already know what it is. It's going to be on you. And look, just to let you know, we got to stay on this stage because every time I switch, people can't hear. So we got to stay on here. And for the judges to make sure they can hear everything y'all saying. So let's go ahead and get active. Spitfire, before we start that, tell me which prompt did you choose and why?
I went the first one because I kind of I know how I feel to be in the room and not be heard. So.
Okay. Well, Spitfire, it's on you. Let's go.
Ma'am, plaintiff versus Spitfire the Poet. How do you plead? Not guilty. See, I'm escorted in chains, linked from my wrist to my feet, trying to bring out that beast in me. I'm surveying the room. Executioners with clipboards, they don't come to listen, they just come to sentence. Saying it's just a sentence till the sentencing start, and my sentencing putting bars on the chart. When the pen being addressed, it's sentencing when it leaks. I see you expecting a fucking guilty plea for breaking and entering the comfort zone, for entering this room without permission, because I weaponized my syllables, articulated my alliterations, then hosted my synonyms, refusing to let me speak. My voice is louder than your leash. Never will I ever bow under pressure to the fluorescent of cross-examinations, asking, where was I on the night that confidence went missing? Blech! I almost forgot where I was. See, I was right here practicing resurrection, taking in those holy confessions, confessing my whereabouts, claiming I disturbed the peace. But whose? See, I can't disturb what's already in pieces because I'm built on silence. And that's the kind that make you tremble when someone such as me speak aggressively, objecting to the objections objected. But you don't get to criminalize my volume. When I speak in volumes, turn up the volume because I'm about to get started. See, they already yelling, sustained, sustained, but I'm barely maintained, high strung like violin strings. Mental health, it's still tighter, higher than the Epstein files, and my psyche's on frequent flyer miles. And your expert witness talking what? Diagnosis, prognosis, then doses. I know I'm unstable. Because see, I refuse to be stabilized to a systemic system. Now crossfire turn cross-examinations. Been crossed, double-crossed, seen the crossroads, even held the cross on the dirt roads. And they screaming, answer the damn question. So I plead the fifth, making a fifth plea while pleading to the fifth. Fifth filed a counter plea, pleading by the fifth plea, pleading to the Fifth Amendment of pleas. So the fifth object. That's hearsay. So hear me say it, because nobody can say it for me. Motions filed, contempting my tone, policing my tongue, sanity subpoenaed, tried serving papers to a mind that's already vacant. But see, arraignment was when I realized being loud in a quiet cage makes me aggressive and angry, making it a problem to be solved instead of being heard. The emotional damage is called collateral damage. Their rights read wrong. See, it was the right to remain silent, but silence never remained right with me. And y'all just spectators at my public execution of expression. But see, if passion is a crime, then convict me. My voice is already a felony to the 5th degree, so sentence me. They caging my cadence, chaining my metaphors to solitary confinement, shackling my shouts while sentencing my storms. Been tried before trial, and I survived. But my voice may have cracked, but it never fucking collapsed. Spitfire.
Hold on, I was muted. That was fire. That was fire. Spitfire, man. Look, poet an apology. Why you choose the prompt that you chose out of the 2 prompts?
Well, I chose addressing the audience as if I'm on trial because I feel that I have experienced that in courtrooms of public opinions, and so I addressed it the best way I know how. That's
okay. Look, I can't wait to hear it. Look, it's gonna be on you. Let's go.
Your Honor, I plead not guilty. I'm not on trial because I failed. I'm on trial because I didn't die when I had reasons to, because I outlived the version of me they meant to bury. I stand accused, charged with survival in the first degree, possession of hope with intent to heal, carrying a heart around like contraband, and breathing through breaking. For the record, I learned to make a storm look like standard procedure. Swallow hurricanes and call it composure. Call pain pressure because it sounds professional. Say, yes, sir. No, sir. I'm fine, sir. Even when I'm fine meant I was leaking like a canteen with a cracked mouth. Still expected to pour out for everyone else while I'm empty inside. They say I'm guilty of hardness, of distance, of locking my chest in a closet and calling it control. What they called strength was really just silence with good posture. See Exhibit A. I'm a uniform I can't fully take off. Even when I want to be warm, my body stays armed. My heartbeat still marches to the drumbeat of red flags. Exhibit B. A calendar packed with I'll handle it. No blank days, just duty and the dead drum of the next bill, the next battle, next burden. See Exhibit C. A mouth trained to minimize, make tragedy manageable. Say I'm fine with a tongue full of blood, turn tears into jokes so nobody chokes on my truth. Exhibit D. My love as evidence that I am not hollow. I survived the war in me and kept my humanity. The prosecution will call my past to the stand. You knew better. You chose the wrong people. That's your alibi, true? As if they've never hidden harm behind holy language, never baptized their bad decisions and called them growth. Jury, how many of you are innocent or just unchecked? How many of your clean hands have just never been held under the light? Let the record show I'm finished whispering. I'm not here to pretend I'm clean. I'm here to tell the truth. Yes, my sins were self-defense. Yes, my silence was tactical. Yes, my calm was collateral. But before the verdict, consider one final piece of evidence. Me. I'm still here. Not polished or perfect, but still here. And I'm tired of being punished for not bleeding pretty. So if you find me guilty, then yes, I'm guilty of still having a heart, guilty of going gentle without going gone, and you will convict me correctly. Convict me of choosing my children over generational curses. Convict me of learning tenderness without surrendering my spine. Convict me of hope. Give me a triple life sentence. No appeal, no parole, sentenced to the prison of my chest, my ribs a rack of reasons, sealed behind 12 bars of bone, the key behind locked jaws with a tongue that won't testify. But if you acquit me of the lie that men must be stoned to be strong. And I'm asking this jury to do what this world won't. Stop sentencing the healed back to the hurt. Stop dragging the living back into the grave. If survival was a crime, then this whole room is a crime scene with our fingerprints all over the place. I rest my case. Peace.
Okay. Pour that apology. Lady Crucible, Spitfire in the building, man. Red Dragons did a thing, man. Look, it's time to get to the judges, see what these judges got to say. And I already know they got about to go off. We're going to start with Empress O. We halfway into it, man. Remind the people who you are and where you're from and what you do.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. This is Empress O, also known as Poet of Praise and the Miss Poetry. I am so stoked. You all, the fire. I'm literally sweating. I'm over here pumped. Damn. Bruh.
Look, go in. Look, so we're going to start. You have any more words? I mean, let's go ahead and start with Lady Crucible. You have any word for Lady Crucible Spitfire, or you
I
want to jump
do.
into the score?
Yes, Spitfire is always spitting fire. She's very much so in tune with her emotions, and I take notes and do things in between because you guys share a lot of catchy phrases that I like to go back and just remind myself. I did not write all of yours down, but the one thing that I did do for yours is that grrr, I love that, and you going off into the beast in you because I can totally relate with some things going on in life. Um, just keep on your journey, and just remember, we're not here judging your personal life. We invited here to be the judges, to give our own personal constructive criticism, because poetry is global and there are many different listening ears, and we all want our poetry well received by the world. And if not, then do you. But it's always with open ears, open mind, open heart over this way that you do what you do.
Okay, let's go ahead and jump into the scores right now. What do you give her for penmanship?
A 3.
Okay. What do you have for impact?
A 4.
For believability?
A 5.
For substance?
A 3.5.
3.5. And for delivery?
A 5.
Okay, and that is a total score of 20.5. 20.5. Let's go ahead and jump to Poet Without Apology. Any words from him, or you want to jump into the score?
Yes. Like I said, there were so many. I had to stop the scribbling. But one thing that you said that's so poignant, as an angel mother who has lost a physical child, and those of us, you all are grieving. I did not get to fully know Allie the poet, but I can feel the love, and so it affects me. And I cannot imagine, like you said, they need to stop sentencing the healed back to the hurt. And I have
Mm.
had people do that to me, so much so in that regards of time frames, and you should be okay right now. And I just be like, you holler at me when yours die. So I feel you
Mm.
guys with that. Um, just keep being phenomenal. Just keep not sugarcoating it, and making it known that what you deal with and what the world deals with matters, and that everybody don't have to be comfortable with the subject matter, but your
Right.
delivery is fire.
I Poet Without Apology. Okay, so let's go ahead and get into the numbers. What do you give him for penmanship?
5 across the board.
5 across the board. Okay, I like those numbers. Those are easy to add up. That is a 25 from Empress O. Let's go ahead and go with Nation. Nation, what's going on? I want you to remind the people who you are, where you're from, and what you do. Nation.
Entrepreneur, Renaissance man. I'm in Illinois, coming out of Chicago. I do it all.
Okay. Man, look, we're gonna start with Lady Crucible Spitfire. You have any words for her, or you want to jump right into the score?
Now let's jump right into the score. I just want to say both them pours put some heat on the page.
No,
That's about
most
all I'm gonna say
definitely.
about that. But yeah, let's get into the score.
Okay. What do you have? Let's start with Lady Crucible Spitfire. What do you have for penmanship?
Penmanship, I give her a 4.
Okay. What do you have for impact?
Impact, I give her a 3.5.
A 3.5. What do you have for believability?
I give her a 4.
For substance?
I give her a 4.
And for delivery?
I give her a 4 too. 4.2.
Or 4.2. Okay, I got you. 4.2. And that's a total score of 19.7. 19.7. Okay, let's go ahead and jump with poll without apology. Talk about it. You have any words for him, or you want to jump into the score?
Let's jump straight into the score.
Okay, what do you have for penmanship?
I give him a 4.5.
A 4.5. What do you have for impact?
I give him a 4.5.
4.5. What do you have for believability?
Give him a 4.
For substance?
Give him a 4.3.
Okay, what about delivery?
Gave him a 4.7.
A 4.7. And that is a total score of 22. Total score of 22. Appreciate your nation. Let's go ahead and jump with Cupcake. Cupcake, tell the people who you are, where you're from, and what you do real quick.
Hello, hello, hello. Greetings and salutations, everyone. I'm your girl Cupcake, a comedian, a positive facilitator for the state of Texas, and I love me some spoken word. Let's go.
Let's go. So look, we're gonna start with Lady Crucible Spitfire. Any words for her, or you want to jump into the score?
Lady Cruz, I love your work. I think it's amazing. Just you scare me a little bit with the profanity, but I know that when you hit us with the grr sounding like DMX, you're just channeling in our ancestors, our people. So I got you, bro.
Okay, let's go ahead and get with the points. What do you have for penmanship?
A 4.7.
Okay, 4.7. Impact?
5.0.
Okay, 5.0. For believability?
4.2.
4.2. For substance?
4.9.
And for delivery?
A 4.5 with a total score of 23.3.
Okay, man. Appreciate the math, man. Look, you saved me a couple, appreciate you.
I got you, boo.
23.3. Okay. Now, look, I already introduced myself. I ain't got to do it again, but,
Hold
if you didn't know.
on. I didn't do my poet without apology. You
Oh,
moving
you
too
so
fast,
right.
man.
You
You
so
moving
right.
too
My
fast.
bad. Hey, check me one time. Sometimes I be slipping. My bad.
I
Sometimes you
got
gotta check
you.
me real quick. Okay, appreciate you. Look, we're gonna go with poet without apology. Any words for him?
Yes. Kind sir, being the single mom of 4 sons, I've raised them with the mindset and philosophy of it takes 3 strikes before you out. And unfortunately, you have 2 strikes against you that ain't even your fault. You black and you male. So in order to thrive and survive in this world because of who you are, you got to exceed and excel. You can sail or you can soar. Either way, you're going to keep moving and in this world cannot have you. You mine. I've 9 months. I carried you. You mine.
Look, that's a fact. That's a fact, man. Look, let's go ahead and get into these numbers. What do you have for penmanship?
4.8.
4.8. What do you have for impact?
5.0.
5.0. What do you have for believability?
5.0.
What do you have for substance?
5.0.
Okay, 5.0. What do you have for delivery?
4.7 with a total score of 24.5.
Okay. Look, I don't even know why I'm over here testing this calculator.
It's all right, sweetheart. And coming to the building, is you ready for your intro, or you just want to slide in like you the man that we know you are?
Oh, slide in is crazy. But yeah, you go ahead and give me that correct introduction.
All right. Coming to the stage, to the judge's table, bringing all his knowledge, our one and only TK the Poet, Introduce yourself. Tell us who you are and who you represent.
Man, y'all already know what it is, man. It's TK the poet, your favorite poet of all poets. You know, I'm the best. But we here to talk about the best of the Poetry Life League, man. Look, it's time to get into these scores and go ahead and drop these hot numbers.
All right, you want to start with Lady Spitfire? You got any words, or you just want to go straight to the scoring?
We'll start with Lady Spitfire real quick. The poem was fire. So let's go ahead and get into these numbers.
All right, what you got for penmanship?
For penmanship, I gave her a 4.6.
And delivery?
Delivery, I gave her a 4.2.
And what about impact?
Impact, I gave her a 4.1.
And believability?
Believability, I gave it a 4.3.
And last but not least, substance.
Substance, I gave it a 4.6.
With a total score of 21.8.
All right, 21.8. Okay. So on to the next one.
Poet Without Apology, you have any words for our brothers, or you want to go straight to the scores?
I would like to go straight to the score, but I want to say, Poet Without Apology, that poem was fire. You hit every point. Look, we're gonna have to talk after this. We're gonna have to talk after this, man. Look, that was fire. Let's go ahead and get into the points real quick.
Penmanship,
I gave it a 4.7.
Impact,
I gave it a 4.8.
And delivery,
delivery 4.7.
And believability,
4.8.
And last but not least, substance.
I gave him a 4.8.
With a total score of 23.8.
23.8. So let's go ahead and add these points up and see who came away with the dub today, man. Shout out to our calculator that's on here, man. Shout out to Shorty Rock for calculating these numbers up for me. But we're going to see who will win this match. Let's get to it. While we adding up these scores. Okay.
Oh, we ain't got no theme music.
I do got some theme music too.
Want to hear something funny? Want to hear some TK didn't fail that math class. Now, boom.
Okay. We hit it. We got the numbers. The numbers are in. We're gonna start with Spitfire. Her total number come out to a 85.3. And Poet Without Apology, your score come out to be a 95.3. So Poet Without Apology, you come away with the dub today. Shout out to you. What's going on? Any words from both of y'all? Great poets, Red Dragons in the building.
I just want to say to my teammate, Lady Spitfire, when you brought out the DMX, I just knew it was going to be heat. So I just want to thank you for your poem, your delivery. That was absolutely dope. And I'm just thankful and grateful to the judges for the W. And to Alley Poetry.
Hey, as always.
Shout out to Alley. Man, Red Dragons in the
I'm
building.
gonna say this here. As always, it's a pleasure to grace the stage with you. To my sis, may you continue to keep shining down on us and keeping these Red Dragons afloat, because you're the reason why we still floating. That being said, Red Dragons in the building. But I'll be able to see whoever it is I gotta face this week.
Red Dragons in the building. Red Dragons in the building.
Representing.
Look, we have our next match going on. We'll play this our commercial real quick while we set this match up. Hey, y'all stay tuned. Let's get active.
Petition. Over 270 battles. We now have reached the pinnacle. The playoffs. 4 teams will be represented. Living Legends, Red Dragons, Diagnosis, and Bold Words. TK the Poet presents the Poetry Life League. K-Spaz.
So much shine, seek to be aware, to be alive, to unwind. We got a line of my relationship with God today. I'm lying from others. I need to realign, but
Versus Also the Poet.
Representing for Bold Words, my name is and I am Also the Poet.
Righteous Soul.
And he held that candle tight on his way to his grave site, knowing damn well that road wasn't paved right.
Versus Lo the Goddess.
But my poems have claws. My poems wear gold hoops. My poems tell the truth without asking for an apology. My poems come from women who survived men like him.
Shorty Rock.
Keeping up with the Joneses is sadly let acid corrode the chains and brain. It's diabolical how fickle love is.
Versus Amazing the Problem.
And his love language of obscenities and blues still echoes loudly in my night, but the silence is deafening.
Dope Female.
Baby, my heart is gonna always be here for you, and I'm gonna love, honor, respect you. You see, this here's my promise to you. But the one thing I will not do is to continue to be denied by you.
Versus Cinnamon Soul.
Your time was brief, but your impact the strongest Jamaican aromatic.
Serenity Speaks.
Woman, a curvy body, phenomenal woman, she possesses it phenomenally. She flips her hair at anyone who tries to destroy her confidence.
Versus God Indigo.
Most dudes ain't got heart like me, but I'm still a little nigga. Might got a big head and all, but I'm still a little nigga.
The Poet Without Apology.
Messages at the bottom of the bottle and all of that, but there's an honesty here that sometimes can't be spoken through sobriety.
Versus Lady Crucible.
I'm breathing tomorrows. I ain't here to cuddle doubts. I came to shatter your sorrows.
TK the Poet presents Poetry Life League, the playoffs. Tune in this Sunday, live on Facebook at 5 p.m. Central Standard Time. Poetry Life League. We are here.
Yeah. Y'all already know what it is. We here with the here. I mean, I hope y'all like the commercial. You know, I spent a lot of time on it, man. Enjoy the vibes. Let's go ahead and set the dinner table up next. Next, we have Dope Female in the building. Let's see, let me get the right one. Okay, we here. Set this up real quick. Okay, we got Dope Female in the building. We got Fifth Smith in the building. Shout out to you. What's going on?
I appreciate it. I'm doing just fine, taking it a day at a time. You know, some days are better than others.
Most definitely. Well, look, Dope Female, your opponent has forfeited their match. They weren't able to make it in time. But, you know, even though you do still come away with the dub today, man, look, Hey, we still need your point, so we need to still get active and get live with that poetry. Dope female, living legend in the building, man. Shout out to them. Tell them, but I already told them who you are, but tell them where you from real quick.
I'm from the ATL, baby.
ATL, shawty. Look, dope female, it's been a while, man. I haven't heard your voice in a while, man. Look, it's been a minute. It's good to hear you.
Absolutely. Hey, everybody, how y'all doing?
Look, you know we had prompts. So, what prompt did you choose to go with?
Caution to my younger self for the future.
We haven't heard that one yet. You're the first one, though, female. You're the first one. Hey, look, I can't wait to hear what you have to say, man. Look, we're gonna stay on this screen right here because the other one's kind of messing people up. So we're gonna sit right here, man. Look, go ahead and do what you do, though, female. It's on you. Let's go.
Do I have a timer?
Okay, you most definitely got a timer. I got you.
Okay. If by chance this letter finds its way back to you, back to the girl that I remember, who stood with her head high and daring the world to challenge her, but quietly questioned whether she was worthy of the very love she gave away so easily, baby, trust me. It wasn't you that was hard to love. It was the people that you surrounded yourself around who could not recognize that when love came, it came a bigger portion, so you learned to roar in the daylight. And you doubted yourself in the dark, but listen, baby, please listen. It was never your worth that was in question. It was their capacity to recognize it, and that loaded heart of yours, that leaked love like a cup that couldn't stop pouring even if it was empty, giving what it didn't have to people who would never notice the thirst that came behind the offering. It spilled kindness like quiet rain until the ground beneath it learned to expect the flood, but never asked where the water came from. And somewhere between generosity and survival, that heart learned the quiet truth that even the deepest well must one day remember that it could never meant to drink itself dry. Baby, do me a favor and just listen, please, because I know you. I know how being strong was your mission long before you understood the meaning. I know how you smiled through pain like bruises was just an accessory you could dress up in style. And the excuses you made for people who would never make room for your tears, baby, listen, please. You were meant to survive love. You were meant to be safe in it. It was never meant to be a battlefield. And you're gonna grow up one day, carrying storms quietly, with thunder folded beneath your ribs. Like secrets the sky trusted you to keep, who could hold the whole universe inside of a single metaphor. It could explain hurricanes with gentleness of a chaos. The wind could go through the doorways of heartbreak. As if the rain was teaching the earth how to listen. People would wonder one day how she could be so calm and contain so much sky. They would never witness how many storms you had to survive just to learn how to speak about the most softest, kindest, gentlest storm. But please listen to me carefully. Because softness learned the hard way can sometimes forget that it deserves safety too. Surviving storms taught you how to read the weather in people, how to recognize lightning in smiles, how to hear thunder hiding behind gentle words. You learned how to stand still when the wind tried to rename you, how to remain kind without letting cruelty convince you that kindness was weakness. But somewhere in all that survival, you confused endurance with love, baby. You believe that if you just held on long enough, loved hard enough, and gave deeper, someone will finally notice how much you was giving of yourself. But baby, please, love was never meant to be proven by suffering, because real love don't need to be measured by how quietly we bleed. It doesn't ask you to shrink yourself into light so someone else can feel the taller. And it certainly doesn't need you to stand while your heart leans into survival. Instead, you learn how to rest, learn how to love, learn how to be dope.
Fire. Man, look. Dope female. You outdid yourself on this one. I ain't gonna hold you, man. People, YouTube, Facebook. Are y'all hearing this? Are y'all hearing this? Like, look. Fire. Dope female. Excellent performance. I loved it. Look, but it's not up to me if I love it. Now you got 3 other judges that gotta judge and see, what they thought about it. But we're gonna start with Spiff Smith in the building, man. What's going on?
What's up with it?
I mean, you just jumped on, tell the people who you are, where you from, and what you do.
All right, check this out. This your boy Spliff Smith, straight out of Jackson, Mississippi. I'm a judge here, spoken word artist myself. Got a anthology coming out. And I'm also working on a spoken word album at the moment.
Okay. Talk heavy. Man, look, you have any words for Dope Female, or you want to jump right into the score?
I love how the backdrop of the music though. They killed it. They killed it. For real. And I know it's been a while since I've been on here, so it's delivery, believability, penmanship, and what else?
It is penmanship, impact, believability, substance, and delivery. But we grading on a point scale, so it can be 4.2, 4.5, 4.8. Well, we're grading on a point scale.
Okay. Well, I really just wanted to know what it was. I'm gonna give her a 5 across the board for it, but I want to know what the other ones was though.
Okay.
Yeah, I felt that one. I like that.
Fire. Man, look, appreciate it. We're gonna jump to the next poet, Empress O. You have any words for Dope Female, or you want to jump right into the score?
Of course, that was phenomenal. You hit on the subject near and dear to my heart, and I was just over here having church, baby.
Look, okay, so let's go ahead and jump into the scores. What do you give her for penmanship?
I think I gave her a 5.
Okay, for impact.
I gave her a 5.
For believability.
Can we give 10? Since I can't, I gave her a little old 5.
Okay. For substance.
5.
And for delivery.
5.
And that is a total score of 25. Look, I can add those up quickly. Like that's easy, man. Look, I appreciate it.
You can do all things.
Look, talk. Okay, Cupcake. What's going on? You have any words for Dope Female?
I mean, she consistently lives up to her name, and I like the background music. Made me want to go get some tea by the way of Long Island and celebrate 420. We just gonna leave that where it's at.
Okay. Look, we're gonna jump into the score. What do you give her for penmanship?
You ain't got to go through all that. She get a dub 5 from me. Can I give her extra credit points? She ain't got to serve detention. She can just come and just talk to the class.
Look. Okay, that's 25. I guess to give my scores, man. I don't need no introduction, man. Look, Dope Female.
Oh, you don't want me to introduce you and tell?
No. I'm cool. Look, they know who I am.
You got
by
words
now.
or anything? Gone. Look, you always doing somebody else's job. Go ahead.
Look, Mr. Do It All, man. Shout out to Mr. Do It All. But man, look. So Dope Female. What can I say? Greatness from start to finish. The music in the background, peanut butter and jelly. It just go together. I mean, look, I can't even say anything bad about it, man. Look. So, but I did take off a little points, I did take off a little point. I gotta give it $1, man. It gotta be real. It gotta be me. If it ain't live, it ain't me. So, only deduction I gave from is impact. I gave you a 4.2 in impact, but all the other categories I gave you a 5. I had to be the one to stop you for getting your 100. My apologies, but look, I just took out a couple points for impact, but I loved it. I enjoyed every second of it. That was fire.
I appreciate it.
So look, your total score came out to be a 99.8. I mean point 0.8. I think it is. Yeah. If I'm not mistaken, but you got the highest score tonight. Shout out to Dope Female, man. Look, shout out. A 99. We had a 98, but now we got a 99 point. I want to say, look, am I?
So we got calculated. What you got calculated?
Look, let me calculate this because I got to get the right decimal right, man.
Clear.
25
plus 25 plus 25 plus 25, right? So it's four. So you got 3 25s. Then you got a 4 point what?
Okay, 99.2. My bad. I was tripping. 99.2. 99.2, man. Shout out to Dope Female. The highest of yet right here. We haven't got 100 yet, but we are here, man. Shout out to you, living legends in the building. Man, we off to our next match, man. Look,
it's time to rock out. You didn't ask me why I chose my piece.
Look, let's talk about that real quick. We got time. We got time today, man. Look, let's talk about that because you're the only person that chose that other prompt. So what was the reason why you chose that other prompt real quick?
Because I've always had to live up to the strength of what I look like. And for that reason, I wasn't living up to my potential for who I was for myself. I was living for the sake of other people. And so if I had to give myself grace and give some type of leniency, I would go back and I would change the trajectory of feeling like I had to live for other people and feeling like if I held somebody else's trauma that it will help me in the process. But it wasn't really helping me. It was hindering me more because no one recognized the help that I was giving because they didn't ask for it. So I did that piece to give myself grace to say that what I'm going through now is for me and me only.
Man, you most definitely did your thing on that piece, man. Look, that was fire. Look, I'm sorry I had to be the one to take a couple points, but look, I enjoyed it. Man, look, we're gonna have to replay that. Look, that need 1 million views. I ain't gonna hold you. That right there need 1 million views, man. Shout out to Dope Female Living Legend. Man, we on to the next match, man. It's time to get active, man. Shout out to everybody. Let's go.
Thank you. Good night.
We're going to play this commercial. Let's get it.
And bold words. TK the Poet presents the Poetry Life League. K-Spaz.
So much shine, seek to be aware, to be alive, to my mind, we got alive in my relationship with God today. I'm lying from others, I need to be alive, but
Versus Also the Poet.
Hey, representing for bold words, my name is and I am Also the Poet.
Righteous Soul.
And he held that candle tight on his way to his grave site, knowing damn well that road wasn't paved right.
Versus Lo the Goddess.
But my poems have claws. My poems wear gold hoops. My poems tell the truth without asking for an apology. My poems come from women who survived men like him.
Shorty Rock.
Keeping up with the Joneses is sadly let acid corrode the chains and brain. It's diabolical how fickle love is.
Versus Amazing the Problem.
And his love language of obscenities and blues still echoes loudly in my night, but the silence is deafening.
Dope Female.
Baby, my heart is gonna always be here for you, and I'm gonna love and respect you. You see, this here's my promise to you. But the one thing I will not do is to continue to be denied by you.
Versus Cinnamon Soul.
Your time was brief, but your impact the strongest Jamaican aromatic.
Serenity Speaks.
Woman, a curvy body, phenomenal woman, she possesses it phenomenally. She flips her hair at anyone who tries to destroy her confidence.
Versus God Indigo.
Most dudes ain't got heart like me, but I'm still a little nigga. Might got a big head and all, but I'm still a little nigga.
the poet without apology.
Messages at the bottom of the bottle and all of that, but there's an honesty here that sometimes can't be spoken through sobriety.
Versus Lady Crucible.
I'm breathing tomorrows. I ain't here to cuddle doubts. I came to shatter your sorrows.
TK the Poet presents Poetry Life League, the playoffs. Tune in this Sunday, live on Facebook at 5 p.m. Central Standard Time. Poetry Life League. We are here.
Okay. We back, Jack, like Apple Jacks. You can pop the lid and see your Apple facts, your Snapple facts. I think that's what it is, Snapple, not Apple. But look, we got our next match coming up real quick, man. We have our next match was supposed to be God Indigo and Serenity Speak, but God Indigo running a little bit late, real quick, so we're gonna try to jump to the next match and give him enough time for him to jump up on here. But our next match, we're gonna have Amazing and Shorty Rock. Amazing and Shorty Rock. Let me go ahead and set the dinner table so we can get this on. Okay. Look, and I don't have to just right now. Look, we have Nation back in the building. We have Cupcake in the building, and we have Empress O in the building. We back lit, and I ain't got to judge this, man. Nation, you back with us? We live?
Who's our judges again?
We have Smith. I need to get that right because my S is like. Look, we gonna call him double S, man. Look, S 2 times. Not finesse 2 times, but S 2 times, man. Look, and we got Empress O, we got Cupcake, and we got Nation in the building. Let me go ahead and bring up the other poet real quick, and we can get this right. Okay. We lit. Diagnosis in the building. Bold words in the building. Man, it's trying to get active. It's trying to get lit. It's trying to represent. Y'all know what y'all got to do. It's trying to get lit. Hey, so we got the judges in the building. We have Empress O. We have S 2 times, and we have Nation, and we have Empress O and Cupcake in the building, man. Shout out to the judges, man. Look, Bold Word member, introduce yourself. Tell the people who you are, where you're from, and what team you represent.
My name is Brandon Amazing Nelson. I'm your boyfriend's favorite poet, representing Bold Words out of Kansas City, Missouri. Let's get it.
Okay. Diagnosis, introduce yourself.
I'm the captain of Team Diagnosis, Shorty Rock, out of Greensboro, North Carolina. Self-published poet. Check me out.
Okay. Talk heavy. Look, we're trying to get into the coin toss to see which one of y'all amazing poets gonna go next. We're gonna start with Shorty Rock. Heads or tails?
Heads.
Oh, it's in the air. It is tails. Amazing. Who you want to go first?
No, the reason I did. Ladies first.
Ladies first. All right, Shorty Rock. You know what? Hey, first of all, before we get into this, what topic did you choose?
The court case.
Okay. All right, let's get into it. Let's get heavy. Shorty Rock, it's on you. Let's go.
This is Let the Record Reflect. You accuse me of
and gentlemen of the jury, I present to you the case where the defendant stands before you without a face. This is not a mystery. This is a strategy. He enters quietly. No doors were forced, no glass was shattered. Just a little tightening here in the chest. Your breath will catch, your jaws will set. Your hands will clench without permission. He says this is necessary. The signal flare. He's a teacher with strict methods. But I ask the court to please consider how long a lesson must last before it becomes punishment. Exhibit A, the body at 3 a.m. Your heart's racing as if chased. But there's no footsteps in the hall. No threat at the door. Exhibit B, a flinch. Your head at a raised voice, at a sudden touch, at absolutely nothing. Exhibit C, your teeth are worn thin. Your shoulders are lifted towards your ears. Your spine bent inward as if expecting an impact. The defendant doesn't rage, he applies pressure. Guilty, guilty, guilty! Order in the court! Slow, exact. Behind the eyes until vision blurs. Along the ribs until laughter shudders. Sifting through memories until even good days are scanned for exit. He insists this is growth. Says the body will adapt, and it does. Like trees swallowing barbed wire, like skin sealing over splinters that were never removed. Members of the jury, notice how he stays even after the danger is gone. Notice how he revisits old rooms. Notice how he knocks on doors just to prove he still can. He doesn't need to destroy everything, only enough that negotiation becomes, only enough that living becomes negotiation. You have felt him in the pulse that never slows, in the silence that stretches too long, in the way joy can sometimes hesitate before it's completely known. The defendant would like to be known as strength, would like to be mistaken for caution, would like to be honored for endurance. But endurance is not absolution, and survival is not a gift. Let the record show the defendant has no face because he borrows art. He has no voice because he speaks in our pulse. We all know his name. Let the record reflect the name of the accused is Pain.
Okay. Look, this is gonna be crazy. Okay, let's go. Let's go. Your time was 2:38. Okay, amazing. Which one did you go with? What prompt did you chose to use?
It'll speak for itself.
Oh, okay. Amazing. It's on you. Let's go.
I've had some good days, and I've had some hills to climb, and I've had my weary days, and some lonely nights. Dear boy in rush to be a man, 1. Your name is Brandon and you're amazing too. You ain't a mistake, 3. God got plans for you, 4. Stay close to the chiefs that'll help center your beliefs, 5. Gifted is a curse not afforded to many. Proof that God is still in the blessing business, 6. The pictures that you trace right now don't compare to the art you'll create when you're older, 7. Abuse will come to you in many different forms. Abuse. And no matter how the shoe fits, it's wrong. But not having loved ones believe your truths will be your most dehumanizing experience. But that is not where your story ends. What kind of person you want to be is a question you are asking again and again, because 8. Love is a very powerful word and your strongest action. So continue to love strong and right the way hate is easy and wrong. 9. Mother be sword and shield and lance, trying to course correct the way she is lifting your value. Remember that over how she lifts her volume. 10. Andre ain't dead, he's pop. Non-existence created a lot of distance. Forgiveness shortens it. 11. Do not get comfortable with quitting, especially with those that are comfortable letting you do that shit. 12. Sex is worth waiting for. And your first time deserves more than just a bathroom floor to be considered as holy, not just as pieces only, because 13 is rough. It's considered your first step in the race to mankind, but then again, don't race because old is forever. So is wisdom. 14. Real strength is knowing when to soften, particularly when engaging in wars, but more importantly, with your daughters. 15. The battle ain't yours, it's the Lord's, but you still might. 16. Just because the world is ugly don't mean you are or have to be. 17. Learn to swim. Go chase waterfalls because rivers and lakes that you are used to are polluted where others piss the rain on your progress. Ponds will grow small with scum. Do not be afraid to find an ocean to discover that it is salty yet beautiful, because when you turn 18, they say you weren't a kid, that you're supposed to put away childish things. But I'm telling you now, you will lose interest, you will lose time, you will lose friends, you'll even lose your virginity. But do not lose your joy. Joy that you don't have to find if you keep it close. It cures depression, gives direction. You can find it in the little things. You can find it in the big wins. But when you think you are met with in 19, because 3, God's plans for you through the ups and downs are beautiful too. You are uniquely made one. The world may think they know amazing, but don't ever stop being Brandon. Signed, the man who still has the smile of a boy. Poem.
Okay. This is gonna be a toughie. Man. Shout out to both amazing poets, Shorty Rock, amazing The Problem, both words, Diagnosis in the building. We're gonna go and jump ahead and jump to the judges real quick. We're gonna start with S2 times, man. We're gonna start with Shorty Rock. You have any words for her, or you want to jump right into the score? You on mute. You got to unmute your mic.
Okay, you can hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you now.
Okay, yeah, I'm gonna get into it. I did like the piece though. Really, hold on, let me see. Shorty, I gave everything a 5 except the delivery. I gave it a 4 because the music was kind of drowning it out a little bit.
Okay. And that is 24. Okay. Let's go with Amazing. You have any words for him, or you want to jump right into the score?
No, I'm gonna get right into it. As far as his piece, I scored also a 24. Everything got a 5 except the pen on that one.
Okay. That is a 24 from S2 times. I appreciate you. Empress O, holla at your boy. What's going on?
Yes, sir. Hey.
Now, okay, you heard both of these amazing poets, man. Look, any words for both of them?
Yes, please, more. That's all I ask.
Look. So look, we're gonna start with Shorty Rock. You have any words for her? You want to jump right into the score?
Shorty Rock, I loved the title, Let the Record Reflect, because reflect in itself commands you to do some things and put in some work. And then you had the nerve to body that thing.
Talk. Okay, let's go ahead and get into the points. What did you have for penmanship?
For penmanship, I gave her a 5.
Okay. For impact?
Impact, I gave her 4.5 just because, the music and the music is great, but it does take away from the voice. So for those of you doing music, it is fabulous and it's welcome, but just make sure your volumes for your voice versus your background music are straight, just because of the way it comes through. For the rest of us is off, but it was great.
Okay, what about believability?
5. The rest 5 across the board.
Okay, 5 across the board. Okay. And that is a 24.5. Okay, let's go ahead with amazing. Any words for amazing, or you want to jump into the score?
Your name says it all. You are amazing indeed. And that coming of ages and allowing and speaking to your younger self and those who need it and those coming up behind us and you to not allow this world and its experiences to kill your joy because that's the one thing that will get you through living hell. Just phenomenal. Keep it coming.
Okay. Let's go and get into the scores.
Okay. 5 across the board.
5 across the board. Okay. That is a 25 from Empress O.
Yes.
Okay, let's go with Cupcake. Cupcake. It's a lot of icing on this cake, man.
And then the only way you get to the creamy center is by eating that cupcake. But whatever, let's go on to the stove.
Okay. We're gonna start with Shorty Rock. Any words for her?
Beautiful piece, but again, I agree. Make sure your music is not drowning out your content, your words. You have a beautiful, sultry voice. So just try to find that balance.
Okay. What do you have for penmanship?
4.5.
Okay. What do you have for impact?
4.9.
Okay. What do you have for believability?
4.8.
And what do you have for substance?
5.0.
5.0. And what do you have for delivery?
4.6 with a total score of 23.8.
Okay. 23.8. Okay, let's go with amazing.
You're awesome, kind sir. You did that. I'm always a fan.
Okay, what do you have for penmanship?
5.0.
For impact?
4.7.
Okay. What do you have for believability?
4.6.
Substance?
5.0.
Okay, 5.0. What do you have for delivery?
4.8.
4.8.
With a total score of 24.1.
24.1. Okay. Now it's time to add these points up and see who came away with the D-Dub today.
Hey, we're missing a judge. Nations. We have 3 judges. Thank you.
Oh, hold up. Okay. Nathan had jumped out. Did jump out. So I went ahead and judged it. My bad. I didn't give you my scores. So I gave both of y'all 5s across the board. Both was amazing. I love with Shorty Rock. I love the judge, the action, the prompts that you have in it. Like it was top tier. That's probably one of your best performances that I have seen in all of Poetry Life League. I want to tip my head off to you because you went outside the box and like it was amazing. It was crazy and amazing. Like brother, my brother went off. Smooth off. So you from start to finish. So y'all both did a great job. So I gave both of y'all 25s. And look, we're gonna go and add these points up and see who came away with the win today. Okay. We have that score. Let's see what the other poet got. And shout out to everybody that's watching and tuning in, supporting Poetry Life League. I know we had a little hiccups, but hey, everything ain't perfect. We ain't Jesus. Relax.
They're in the chat.
Okay, okay, I got it. Okay, appreciate you. Okay, so let's go ahead and get into the scores. Amazing. The Problem came away with a 98.1, and Shorty Rock came away with a 97.3. So Amazing come away with the win today. Shout out to Amazing, Shorty Rock. Man, look, let's talk about it.
Amazing. I say great job. TK, I blame you because you said my music was good and you could hear my voice. So I blame you. Hater.
I kind of figured you were gonna say that, man, but it did sound good to me from my ears. You know,
You set me up for failure, so I so blame you.
well, you can blame me. My apologies. It sounded good to me. My bad. My apologies.
You set me up for
Good work, Shorty Rock.
Thank you.
I did not set you up for failure, Shorty Rock. I love you.
So just so you know, he wanted you to win. So there you go.
Oh man. Oh man. Oh, the narrative. But man, shout out to both of y'all. Amazing. Oh, you have any words?
Just wanted to give a shout out to Shorty Rock. I knew that she was going to do some good writing, so I was like, okay, I'm definitely going to have to step outside the box and do something I don't usually do. So shout out to you for pushing me, and hey, let's keep working.
Hey, let's keep working, man. Shout out to both of y'all. Diagnosis, bold words in the building, Shorty Rock. Amazing. The Problem. Hey, he was a problem today, man. Shout out. Man, we got another match coming up. We have Serenity Speak and Guy Indigo, the last one, man. Play the commercial. And while we set this up, hey, enjoy Poetry Life League. We in the building.
Over 270 battles. We now have reached the pinnacle, the playoffs. 4 teams will be represented: Living Legends, Red Dragons, Diagnosis, and Bold Words. TK the Poet presents the Poetry Life League. K-Spaz.
So much shine, seek to be aware, to be alive, to unwind. We got a line of my relationship with God today. I'm lying from others. I need to be alive, but
Versus Also the Poet.
Representing for Bold Words, my name is and I am Also the Poet.
Righteous Soul.
And he held that candle tight on his way to his grave site, knowing damn well that road wasn't paved right.
Versus Lo the Goddess.
But my poems have claws. My poems wear gold hoops. My poems tell the truth without asking for an apology. My poems come from women who survived men like him.
Shorty Rock.
Keeping up with the Joneses is sad to let acid corrode the chains of brain. It's diabolical how fickle love is.
Versus Amazing the Problem.
And his love language of obscenities and blues still echoes loudly in my night, but the silence is deafening.
Dope Female.
Baby, my heart is gonna always be here for you, and I'm gonna love, honor, respect you. You see, this here's my promise to you. But the one thing I will not do is to continue to be denied by you.
Versus Cinnamon Soul.
Your time was brief, but your impact the strongest Jamaican aromatic.
Serenity Speaks.
Woman, a curvy body, phenomenal woman, she possesses it phenomenally. She flips her hair at anyone who tries to destroy her confidence.
Versus God Indigo.
Most dudes ain't got heart like me, but I'm still a little nigga. Might got a big head and all, but I'm still a little nigga.
The Poet Without Apology.
Messages at the bottom of the bottle and all of that, but there's an honesty here that sometimes can't be spoken through sobriety.
Versus Lady Crucible.
If I'm breathing tomorrows. I ain't here to cuddle doubts. I came to shatter your sorrows.
TK the Poet presents Poetry Life League, the playoffs. Tune in this Sunday, live on Facebook at 5 p.m. Central Standard Time. Poetry Life League. We are
We are here. We are here. We are here. Let's go ahead and set the dinner table real quick. Okay, okay. On the table, let's get real active. We're on to our last match of the day. Serenity Speak versus Guy Indigo. Guy Indigo would not be able to be in attendance, so Serenity Speak come away with the dub today, but she still got to deliver her poem and get her scores for the night. Shout out to Serenity Speak, but it's time to get active. Serenity Speak. I already said your name, but tell the people don't know where you from. You know, even though I said your name, you know, but they don't know where you're from. So tell the people where you're from and what team you represent.
I'm from Kansas City, Missouri. I represent Team Diagnosis.
Okay, Diagnosis in the building. So what prompt did you choose to go with?
The Your Honor one.
Your Honor, what? Okay. Look, that's a fan favorite for the day. Your Honor. But look, man, go ahead and go off. It's gonna be on you. Let's go.
Your Honor, I'm sorry for being so dope. This pen moves in strides and stroke. I speak life when others just choke. Poetry is a calling that some do for a joke, but not me. To be an artist is to carry the weight that many can't carry. So jury, I arrange arrangements of articles to show that most people are they're using this art form to get girls or get attention. See, I only command attention when I have important things to mention. This world is in chaos, and prophets are worried about profit when they need to be using their problems for healing. Your greatness can manifest your message, so I'm sorry, Your Honor, for being so dope. I plead not guilty for misusing my gift. The real criminals are at the open mics and slams perpetrating. Fame is a drug that the hopeless cling to because when you're lame, attention runs through your veins and all you want is the spotlight. But Your Honor, what about the message? What about the pain? What about the people who have trials and tribulations and need the testimony of the broken down and tormented? What about the real people who need change? Your Honor, many people are guilty of many things, but what I will not do is take the stand and lie under oath. Exhibit A. Do you know what the average lifespan of a pen is? 3 years. Followed by this questioning, do you own a pen, poet? Pad to paper, old school, I know, but what do that mead do? The ink is the blood that some spread for spreading love. Your Honor, I'm not even sure why I'm here. I proclaim my innocence, and the misuse of poetry needs to stop. I think we have our culprit. I think the real killer here is God Indigo. That's that piece.
Let's go. That's fire. Now I gotta change up some stuff like that because the end, I don't know. I gotta put a little couple points on there. I gotta change my score up a little bit. Hold up, man. Look, let me change this real quick, man. I kind of like that. They gave me a little extra points in my book, man. I don't know about anybody else, man. But hey, shout out to Serenity Speak. You know, I just be joking sometimes. But look, we got to get into the judges and see what the judges got to say. It's 2 times, man. This is the last one, man. Look. Hey, what you thought about Serenity Speak?
Hey, she did switch it up at the end though. That kind of threw me off though. I'm gonna give her a 24. The 4 came with the impact, but everything else was on. I like that.
Okay.
I like that. He should have been here too for that one too.
Look, I'm trying to tell you, slippers count, man. So that is a 24 from S2 times, man. I'm gonna get your name right, but I like S2 times. That's kind of fire, man. I might just gave you a new name, man. S2 times, man. Look. So look, let's go ahead and go with Empress O. Empress O, how you feel about Serenity Speak?
Serenity, keep on speaking, baby. That's how I feel about that there. Let me pull over.
Not pull over. Oh, she gotta talk heavy. She gotta pull over. She gotta talk heavy.
Ma'am, you talk to the judges. Keep on talking and talk to those judges in life as well. That was, I don't know, I was over here in my soul just fisting because, you know, we all deal with it, from the traffic stop to the driving while black and just minding your business in the schoolyard, in the courtyard. We can't be because of who we be. So thank you for that, because I took and flipped what you shared in every aspect of this life that we're living. And baby, I'm full. My soul is full. Keep it coming.
Thank you.
Look, that was fire. That was fire. So let's go ahead and get into the points real quick. What do you have for penmanship?
5 all across the board. I won't even hold you.
Talk heavy, talk heavy. 5s across the board.
Yeah.
And that is a 25. Okay, appreciate your Empress. Oh, Cupcake.
She's bringing that light.
You know what's going on, Miss Cupcake?
I already know what it is, and just for the record, I call her S squared.
S squared. Oh, okay. S
Dropping
squared.
that mad.
I see the little math equation in there. Okay.
Yes. I mean a
Exponents and stuff.
whole box. A whole box. Just full of just love, knowledge, and just she get a dub 5 from me. If I could give her a 35, 45, or a 50. Yeah, you know what I'm talking about.
Okay. Hey, there's some high scores going around this joint, man. Hold up, wait a minute. Hey, so I'm gonna go ahead and give my scores, Serenity Speak, man. Look, that was fire. Look, I gave you a 4.8 in penmanship. I gave you a 4.8 in impact. I gave you a 4.6 in believability. I gave you a 4.8 in substance, and I gave you a 4.6 in delivery. Which entails, look, let me go ahead and add those points up real quick, because I had to change a couple, because I'm like, okay, the end came real strong. So I was like, okay, she doing her 1 to 2. So I can't be fake about that. I gotta give credit when credit is due. When you go off, hey, you go off, man. Look, everybody know, like, Serenity, she's one of my favorite poets, man. So I gotta judge her accordingly. You know what I'm saying? So look. We go ahead and add these points up. My points was 43.2. So
No, that's not. It's a 23.6.
oh, you're right. Look, I can't even read my own writing. You're right. I appreciate that, man. Look, thank you for correcting me, because I need glasses. 20/20 vision was when I was in 8th grade.
It's
So
97.6.
okay. 97.6. Okay. No, that's the beat in Houston. Hold up. 97.6. That's the beat. But shout out to Serenity Speak, man. 97.6. You come away with the dub today, man. Any words?
No. I mean, life's been lifing since we ended the season, but I'm here. We are here.
Look, I appreciate you, because I know your time is real tight right now, and I appreciate you for jumping on. Sorry that your opponent wasn't here, but hey, man, slippers count, man. This is the playoffs. Go hard or go home.
You're right.
So Serenity Speed Dinos in the building, man. That's the end of the playoffs for the first round. Look on the Poetry Life League Facebook page, man. Y'all will see all the stats, all the numbers, who scored what. It'll be more videos. Look, I'm gonna get more active, and next week, I promise, I'm telling you, next week is gonna be better, because we slipped up, but we finished strong. It's not how you start, it's how you finish. So shout out to all the poets, man. Shout out to everyone. Shout out to all the judges, Empress O, Cupcake, S2 Times Nation, Jamie Miller. Shout out to all the judges that came and gave their best ability to judge due to internet connections and going in and out. Some of them wasn't able to stay, but I shout out to for them even pulling up and taking the time out that day, and we will get those issues situated. But again, thanks to everyone. Shout out. Y'all already know what it is. Porch Light League in the building, and we out.
Get the money with you or with your not. Get the broken with the pot. Your corn, I invest up in the stock. Left everybody went straight up to the top. Don't care like me or like me not. See the I spin the block. Ain't gon' stop till see them all drop. Grave your field, yeah, I see the plot. Grave your field, yeah, I see the plot. Ain't gon' stop till see them all drop. See the I spin the block. Don't care like me or like me not. Left everybody went straight up to the top. George Corn, I invest up in the stock. Get the fucking with the pot. Get the money with you or with your not.